Time for another daily Devo. There is a verse in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 that says, what after all is Apollos and what is Paul? Only servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned each to his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. I think that is a really cool passage, and I want to bring you over to my garden I've been working on today. So I want you to hold back comments that it looks like a graveyard, because it kind of does. I just dug kind of this out, and it looks like we buried 4 people, but we didn't, I promise, okay? So here's our other little garden. We just have a little thing going on here. Now, today I spent a lot of work digging out around each one of these beds. The grass was growing really into them last year, and it was so hard to actually cultivate the seeds once they started growing and vines started coming out. When the grass was growing, I couldn't trim it because I was afraid I was going to trim the plant. I kind of neglected it and just let it go wild. We found like pumpkins randomly like underneath that thing over there. It was kind of fun, but at the same point it was hard. But I was reminded of, even when I read that verse, growing things is a hard process of work. So like we planted pumpkins, zucchini, all sorts of things, carrots over here, beans, watermelon, who knows if they'll even grow well. But we planted all of these things, all different types of seeds. But I can't do anything to actually make that thing grow. But what I can do and what I have the power over is to try to create the best environment for that, right? So I'm gonna try to scoop out the weeds, get them out of the way. I find like a million grubs, like get those things out so they don't eat the seedlings when they come up. I wanna make sure the plants get watered really well. And I wanna try to help cultivate the environment so God makes that seed grow. Everything's already in that seed, all the genetic programming to make it become what it needs to bear fruit, right? So it's really similar in our lives where we have to be willing to cultivate an environment in our lives where God can make our faith grow. So if you're sitting and you're having weeds, you're having vines, you're having pests come in and try to pull away the work that God wants to do, it's your responsibility to push those things away, to do the hard work, to try to create an environment that God can work and his word can grow and your faith can develop, right? Just like a garden, not a graveyard, a garden, it's hard work. It takes a lot of work. It's the same thing in our faith. So I want to encourage you guys, but challenge you at the same point. Like in this season we have, it's not going to be automatic spiritual growth. You guys need to put in some of the hard work, and you need to clear the areas of your heart that aren't the way they need to be, so God can work. God has given you the ability to exercise faith in him, to grow, to develop, to obey him, and you need to just be perseverant in that.